Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 14th and 15th of July 2024. Let's start with our session. The first question is, recently which country becomes the fifth member of the Colombo Security Conclave? This is an extremely important question. And correct answer here is the option Bangladesh. Okay, Bangladesh joined the Colombo Security Conclave as the fifth member state, and this country is welcomed by India, Mauritius, Maldives and Sri Lanka. Okay, previously it was an observer state, and now the inclusion of Bangladesh was formalized at the 8th Deputy National Security Advisor meeting. Fine. So it was hosted virtually, means this meeting was hosted virtually by the country Mauritius, and the Colombo Security Conclave focuses on maritime security in the Indian Ocean, and the 7th NSC level meeting will be held in India later this year. Okay, so Bangladesh is now the official member of Colombo Security Conclave, and it is the fifth member of this conclave. Do remember the names of all the countries that are involved in the Colombo Security Conclave. Which are these countries? These are India, Mauritius, Maldives, Sri Lanka and now Bangladesh. Okay. In the next slide we will be talking about some international news. The first question is, recently India and which other country signed the mutual recognition agreement for the organic product? So recently India and the country Taiwan have signed this mutual recognition agreement for export of their organic products. Also, we have seen that the countries Philippines and Japan have recently signed the reciprocal access agreement. Okay, do remember the name of these two countries. Sentinel nuclear missile recently seen in the news was developed by which country? This nuclear missile has been developed by USA. Recently, Rachel Reeves has become the first woman finance minister of which country? She has become the first woman finance minister of UK. Recently, which country has made the world's first high temperature superconducting tokamak device named as HH70? It has been developed by the country China. Which African country recently passed a new law banning marriage for children under the age of 18 years? This is the country Sierra Leone. Okay. Next is, what is the primary objective of the GRSE Accelerated Innovation Nurturing Scheme recently seen in the news? So basically, Raksha Rajya Mantri Shri Sanjay Seth has recently launched the GRSE Accelerated Innovation Nurturing Scheme in Kolkata, and this scheme by the GRSE means Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited aims to addresses the shipyard challenges and promote technology development through the MSMEs and the startups. Okay, so it aligns with Make in India initiative and the Startup India policies. Basically, this scheme fosters innovation to advance the ship design and construction by supporting the Atmanirbhar objectives. Okay, so what is the basic purpose of this scheme? Answer is to solve the problems that are related to shipyards and promote technology development. Okay. In the next slide, we will see important schemes that were in news. First question is, Niyad Nilanar scheme recently seen in the news is associated with which Indian state? This scheme belongs to Chhattisgarh. Okay, and what is the basic purpose of this scheme? Basic aim is here is to provide the facilities and benefits to the villages within the 1 kilometer of radius. Okay. Which state recently launched the NTR Bharosa pension scheme? This scheme belongs to Andhra Pradesh state. Purpose is the welfare and development of senior citizens, disabled people. Okay. Recently, which state government launched the Mukhyamantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana? This scheme belongs to Rajasthan state. Purpose is the welfare of farmers. Which state government recently launched the Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin scheme? This scheme is from Maharashtra, and under this scheme 21 to 65 years of girls or women will be benefited. Okay, Swami Vivekanand Nishakt Swavalamban Protsahan Scheme, recently seen in the news, is a social security scheme of which Indian state? So this is a social security scheme of Jharkhand state. Fine. What is the theme of World Population Day 2024? First of all, World Population Day is observed annually on 11th of July since 1990. Basic focus is on population growth, environmental impact and development issues. This day was established by United Nations Development Programme in the year 1989, and the date marks the global population surpassing 5 billion on 11th of July in the year 1987. So this year the theme is to leave no one behind, count everyone, and the theme emphasizes the importance of population data for healthcare and different type of rights, and it addresses the needs of marginalized communities as well. Okay, so two things are important. When do we observe the World Population Day? It is observed every year on 11th of July. What is the theme for this year? The theme is to leave no one behind, count everyone. Okay, in the next slide we will be talking about some important days and themes. First is, which day is observed as World Zoonosis Day every year? This day is observed every year on 6th of July. Which day is observed as International Plastic Bag Free Day? Answer is 3rd of July. Which day is observed as Goods and Services Tax means GST Day every year? Your answer is 1st of July. Okay. Which are the other days that are celebrated on 1st of July? So on 1st of July we celebrate the National Doctors Day. Also this day is celebrated as the Chartered Accountants Day, right? You have to tell me, when do we observe the Milk Day? Please write your answer in the comment section if you know. Which day is observed as Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Day every year? MSME Day is celebrated on 27th of June. Which day is observed as International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking every year? Your answer here is 26th of June. Fine. Which country is the host of exercise Pitch Black 2024? Basically, an Indian Air Force contingent arrived at the RAF base in Australia for exercise Pitch Black 2024, that is to be occurred from 12th of July up to 2nd of August. Okay, so this biennial multinational exercise is the largest exercise in its 43-year history, and it involved 20 countries, 140 plus aircraft and 4,400 personnel. It focuses on night operations and large force employment warfare. It includes the Su-30 MKI of Indian Air Force and IL-78 aircraft, etc. Okay, basically it enhances the international cooperation and best practices, right? So what is the venue for exercise Pitch Black 2024? Your answer is C option, Australia. Okay. In the next slide, we will be talking about important exercises that came into news. First question is, where was the 16th edition of India-Mongolia Joint Military Exercise Nomadic Elephant held? So what was the venue for this exercise? Your answer would be Umroi. Umroi lies in the state of Meghalaya. Okay. Also you have to remember that nomadic elephant is the exercise between which two countries? India and Mongolia. Indian Army recently conducted the joint military exercise Maitri with which country's army? Maitri is the joint military exercise between India and the country Thailand. Recently, where was the 29th edition of the biennial Rim of Pacific means RIMPAC exercise held? Here answer is Hawaii Islands in the state of USA. Which countries recently participated in trilateral multi-domain exercise named as Freedom Edge? So these countries are South Korea, US and Japan. These three countries are involved in the exercise named as Freedom Edge. Exercise HOPEX, recently seen in the news, is a joint military exercise between which two countries? HOPEX is between India and Egypt. Okay. Next is Sarus crane, recently seen in the news, is the official bird of which Indian state? So this is the official bird of Uttar Pradesh. And the 2024 summer census by the Forest Department of UP has revealed an increment in the state's Sarus crane population to 19,989, which is up by 396 from the previous year. Okay, So it was conducted with 10,000 citizens, and this census highlights a consistent population rise from 17,329 in the year 2021 to 19,522 in the year 2023. Okay, don't forget that the Etawah Forest Division has recorded the highest number at 3,289. Number is not at all relevant. Also, the Mau Division has sighted 6 cranes for the first time in a decade, and UP, which is the largest Sarus crane population in India, has declared it as the state bird in the year 2014. Okay, so this is the world's tallest flying bird, and it nests in wetlands, and it is protected under the Schedule 4 of Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. You have to tell me what is the IUCN status of the Sarus crane. Please write your answer in the comments if you remember. So your correct answer is B option, UP. It is the official bird of UP. Now let's see some state related current affairs. The first question is, recently which state government has approved to implement the National E-Vidhan application project worth about 23 crore rupees in the state legislative assembly? This is Madhya Pradesh. The Madhya Pradesh cabinet has approved the National E-Vidhan application for a paperless legislative assembly under the Digital India initiative, and this scheme is funded 60% by the government of India and 40% by the state governments. Okay, so it aims to unify all the legislative assemblies on a single platform. Also, the student scholarships in hostel and the welfare centers will increase. For boys, it would be 1550 rupees, and it is an increment from 1230 rupees, and girls will get 1590 rupees monthly, and earlier this value was 1270 rupees. Okay, so tenders for 7 Narmada Valley Development Project worth 9,271 crore rupees were also approved. Okay, so Madhya Pradesh government has approved to implement the National E-Vidhan application project, which is worth about 223 crore rupees in the state legislative assembly. Second question is, Upper Siang multipurpose storage project recently seen in the news is associated with which Indian state? So this project lies in Arunachal Pradesh, and it aims to generate 11,000 megawatt of power by harnessing the Siang river, which is a major Brahmaputra tributary, and it counters similar Chinese initiatives. However, local communities strongly resist it. Okay. Simply you have to remember that this Upper Siang multipurpose storage project is associated with Arunachal Pradesh. Bhoj wetland recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? Bhoj wetland lies in Bhopal in the state of Madhya Pradesh. And why it came into news? Because currently it is at risk of being delisted from the Ramsar Convention's list of wetlands of international importance. Why? Because of potential ecological damage. Okay, so concerns have been raised now about the proposed road construction impacting the wetlands catchment area, and the Ramsar Convention has requested clarification from India, which marks the first step in the delisting process. Okay, so India's Environment Ministry, which is the nodal authority for wetlands, will examine whether the construction will alter the ecological character of wetland or not. Okay, so Bhoj wetland, that's why it came into news, and it lies in Madhya Pradesh. Which state government recently announced free higher education policy for EWS, SEBC, OBC girls? This is the state of Maharashtra. Recently, former Chief Justice of India UU Lalit has been appointed as the head of panel for appointment of vice chancellors in which Indian state? So he has been appointed as the head of panel for appointment of vice chancellors in the state of West Bengal. Fine. Next question is, which organization recently signed a nearly $700 million contract to produce more Stinger missiles? This is NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. They have signed a nearly $700 million contract to produce more Stinger missiles, and the FIM-92 Stinger missile is a non-portable surface-to-air missile system that has been designed by the American defense industry, and it entered the US Army service in the year 1981. Okay, so it is used by the US forces along with 29 other countries, and This lightweight missile provides air defense for the troops, and it can hit the targets up to 11,500 feet, and it has a range of 5 miles. Okay, so this launcher is reusable and it can be carried or vehicle mounted for short range defense. Fine. So the correct answer is NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Headquarters lies in Brussels in Belgium. Fine. You have to tell me which is the latest country to join NATO. Don't forget to write your answer in the comment section. In the next slide, we will be talking about some important missiles that were in news. First is, recently Japan collaborated with which country on a hypersonic missile intercepting system known as JPI project? So this is the country US. Bulava intercontinental ballistic missile recently seen in the news is developed by which country? This Bulava ICBM belongs to Russia. Okay. Which country recently conducted a successful test of ASMPA supersonic cruise missile? This is France. Standard Missile 6 recently seen in the news was developed by which country? Here answer would be US. Fire Dragon 480 recently seen in the news is a tactical ballistic missile of which country? Answer is China. Fine. Next is, which organization recently released the Digital Economy Report 2024? Answer is here United Nations Trade and Development. So they have recently released the Digital Economy Report of 2024, and it emphasizes the need for sustainable digitalization strategies. Internet users grew from 1 billion in 2005 to 5.4 billion in the year 2023. So the ICT sector's global greenhouse gas emissions were 1.5 to 3.2% in 2020, and digital related waste increased 30% from 2010 up to 2022. Okay, so it has reached to 10.5 million tons. So data centers consumed 460 terawatt hours in 2022. It is further expected to double by the end of 2026. Critical mineral demand may increase by 500% by the end of 2050. So recommendations include adopting circular economy models, enforcing environmental standards, investing in renewable energy, and promoting sustainable business model. Okay, so Digital Economy Report has been released by United Nations Trade and Development. All this data is not at all relevant. This is only for understanding. Okay, so let's see some important organizations that were in news. First is, recently which organization has launched the Medical Devices Information System? Here answer would be World Health Organization. They have launched this Medical Devices Information System, which is a kind of an online platform which provides the global access to information on 2301 types of medical devices, and this resource helps in decision making for the selection, procurement, and the use of medical devices for diagnostic and treatment of various diseases. So the platform covers 10,000 medical technologies, from simple tools like thermometers to complex equipment like radiotherapy devices, which definitely enhances the access and navigation for the healthcare providers. Okay, so WHO has launched the Medical Devices Information System. Recently, which organization has released the Financial Inclusion Index? This index has been released by Reserve Bank of India, and this index tells that the value has been increased from 60.1 up to 64.2. The 60.1 was in March 23, and now the current value means in March 2024 the value is 64.2. Simply we can see that it has increased. Okay, which organization recently released the report Planet on the Move: Reimaging Conservation at the Intersection of Migration, Environmental Change and Conflict? So this report has been published by IUCN. Recently, where was the 24th meeting of the Council of Heads of State of Shanghai Cooperation Organization held? Answer is Astana in the country of Kazakhstan. Right. Which organization recently released the report titled as Aid for Trade in Action, Supporting the Transition to Clean Energy? Answer is World Trade Organization. Okay. Next question is, Umlingla Pass recently seen in the news is located in which state or the Union Territory? Here answer is Ladakh, that is D option. So New Space Research and Technologies successfully tested a 100 kg max takeoff weight unmanned aerial vehicle at the Umlingla Pass, and it is located at 19,024 feet in the eastern Ladakh along the Ladakh range. This pass is the highest motorable road in the world as well, and it has been constructed by the Border Road Organization under the project Himang. Okay. So the road enhances the connectivity to the line of actual control, and it improves the local connectivity so as to boost the tourism. Other significant passes in Ladakh are Khardungla Pass, Changla Pass and Tangleng-La Pass. Okay. So Umlingla Pass is located in Ladakh. Now in the next slide we'll be talking about the locations of important places. Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? This tiger reserve is found in Madhya Pradesh. Vadhavan Port, recently seen in the news, is a proposed greenfield deep sea port located in which Indian state? This port lies in Maharashtra. Khandwa Forest, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Madhya Pradesh. Udaygiri and Khandagiri caves, recently seen in the news, are located in which Indian state? These caves are found in Odisha. And last is Chandravali cave, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Karnataka. Okay. Recently, where was the NATO Summit 2024 held? Answer is A option, Washington DC. So recent NATO Summit has discussed the Ukraine's potential membership, and alliance also considered providing at least $40 billion in military help to Ukraine over the next year. And talking about NATO, NATO is an intergovernmental military alliance comprising of 32 member states. Okay. So what was the venue for this year's NATO summit? Answer is Washington DC. Now let's talk about some important summits and conferences. Which country recently hosted the Global India Artificial Intelligence Summit 2024? This is the country India. Recently, where was the first International Dairy Federation Asia Pacific Summit held? Here answer would be Kochi in the state of Kerala. Recently, where was the Swiss Peace Summit held? Answer is Switzerland. Which country hosted the 50th G7 Leaders Summit? The venue for this summit was Italy. Recently, where was the World Summit on the Information Society held? Answer is Geneva in Switzerland. Okay. Now last question is, recently which state became the second state after Rajasthan to come up with legislation for the gig workers? This is the state of Karnataka. Karnataka recently introduced the Karnataka platform-based gig workers bill, becoming the second state after Rajasthan to legislate for the gig workers. And the bill aims to regulate social security and welfare for the platform-based gig workers by establishing a welfare board, a welfare fund and a grievance redressal cell. Okay, so it mandates timely payments, a unique ID for workers in across different platforms, and it provides for autonomy in the contracts. Also, the bill addresses the worker grievances, ensures the transparency in payment deductions, and it aims to enhance the overall working conditions for the gig workers in the state. Okay, so Karnataka became the second state after Rajasthan to come up with the legislation for the gig workers. In the last slide, we will be talking about important ranks and indices. The first question is, what is the rank of India in the Artificial Intelligence Preparedness Index 2024? In this index, India has been placed at 72nd position. Which countries were at the top 3 positions? The first one is Singapore, the second country is Denmark, and the third one is US. Okay. What is the rank of India on the Energy Transition Index 2024? India's rank is 63 out of 120 countries, and which country was at the topmost position? It is Sweden. What is the rank of India in the Environment Performance Index 2024? Answer is 176 out of 180 countries. Which countries were at the top 3 positions? The first one is Estonia, second is Luxembourg, and the third one is Germany. What is the rank of India in the World Economic Forum's Travel and Tourism Development Index 2024? Here answer is 39 out of 119 countries. What is the rank of India in the World Press Freedom Index 2024? Answer is 159 out of 180 countries. And which countries were at the top 3? The first one is Norway, second one is Denmark, and the third one is Sweden. Okay. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. Before concluding, let me tell you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series on GK Today Android application. So if you want the PDF of this lecture, you can subscribe to that course. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.